Hey, I'm Aubrey from Aubrey Originals. Let's make a sunflower clothespin wreath. If you saw my 4th of July clothespin wreath, this is another fun take on that with just a few extra steps, but still totally easy and inexpensive. Please like this video and subscribe for more crafty content. For this wreath, you will need a wire wreath form. This is the 14-inch wreath form from Dollar Tree. Clothespins. I used 117 clothespins total, and the new Dollar Tree packs have 54 clothespins in them, so you'll need to buy 3 packs. Spray paint. I love this Rust-Oleum spray paint. I used the colors Sweet Mango and Espresso. If you want a bow, you'll need 1.5-inch wired ribbon and a chenille stem, and some faux flowers for decoration. Then I also find it super handy to have an extra wire wreath form for spray painting the clothespins and gloves to wear while spray painting. You'll also need some painter's tape and hot glue. Also, I forgot you'll need a piece of twine or a chenille stem to make a wreath hanger. Step 1. Paint all the clothespins yellow. If you're dying to actually see me paint all the clothespins, well, too bad because I didn't film that part. But my favorite way to spray paint them is to use that spare wreath form and just hold it while spraying, which is why you'll want to wear gloves. Clip the clothespins onto the outer 2 rings of the wreath form, leaving space in between. Do light coats and make sure you get all areas of the clothespins, including the tops. I did 2 to 3 coats on each. To dry, I hung the wreath form from a clothing rack that I have in my super messy basement. Once you're finished painting all the clothespins yellow, separate out 39 that will have brown tips. Using painter's tape, carefully tape off the bottom of the clothespin underneath the groove where the wire sits, so only the top is exposed. Clip the taped clothespins to a wreath form and spray paint them brown. I used an egg carton to hold my painted clothespins while drying. Once dry, you can remove the tape, but do so carefully because even though I was using a gentle painter's tape, some of the yellow spray paint peeled up with the tape. No worries though, I was able to use the good side on the front of the wreath, or you can also put it to the back or even under your flower decorations if there are imperfections you need to hide. Step 2, assemble the wreath. Oh, and I guess I should mention step 1.5, which is optional, which is to spray paint your wreath form yellow. And then if you want to be extra, you can spray paint the inner ring brown where the brown tips of the clothespins will sit. And this just helps the wreath form to blend in with the clothespins in case it shows through. I cut a circle out of some butcher paper and laid it over my wreath form so I could easily paint the brown part. Okay, back to step 2. This Dollar Tree wreath form can be split into 6 sections with the little supporting wires. So I like to start assembling right up against one of those. Take a brown tipped clothespin and place it on the inner 2 rings so the wires rest naturally in the holes of the clothespin. Place a yellow clothespin on the outermost ring right behind the first clothespin. Take another yellow one and place it on the 2 middle rings. And keep repeating this process all the way around. This is what your wreath should look like now. Here are those 6 sections. If you position your clothespins exactly like mine, every other section will have either 20 or 19 clothespins. So if this is the section I started in with a brown tip clothespin and a yellow one behind it, then the next section will start with a yellow clothespin on those middle 2 rings. Step 3, stabilize your clothespins with glue. This is kind of optional, but those clothespins at the back are only on 1 ring, so they like to flip around. So I put a dab of hot glue on the clothespin underneath, gluing down the tip of the floppy clothespin. Hot glue is okay for this, but not great. I had some clothespins still pop off after the glue dried. If you're putting your wreath where it will be in the sun, I might recommend you use E6000 glue instead. I'm just impatient and didn't want to wait overnight for that to dry, and it can be a little messier too. If you use hot glue, just go around after and make sure to clean up all those strings. Step 4, make a wreath hanger. I'm just tying some twine around the outer ring of the wreath form and tying a knot. You can make your loop however big you need. Step 5, make a wired bow. This is my long-tailed wired bow from my bow making tutorial video. Definitely go watch that or bookmark it for later. I've got lots of awesome bows you can make with ribbon, and I promise they're so easy. For this bow, I started with a 4.5-inch tail, pinch the ribbon. Then this will be a 9-inch loop. I kind of just decided that on the spot based on what looked good. So 9 inches, pinch the ribbon again and combine to make that loop. Twist the ribbon towards you. Another 9-inch loop, pinch and combine. Hold everything together and twist the excess ribbon away from you so it's facing forward again. And make a second tail however long you want it. I did a 12-inch tail, but later second-guessed myself and wondered if the long tails looked funny, so you could just make another short tail here if you want. Twist a chenille stem around this once to hold it together for a second. And repeat the exact same thing with a 4.5-inch tail, 9-inch loop, pinch and twist, 9-inch loop, pinch and twist, and your long tail or short tail, whatever you prefer. Keep holding this piece together and carefully untwist the chenille stem around your first piece. Then join them together so the short tails are on top and the long tails are on bottom. Twist the chenille stem back around to secure. Dovetail all the ends by folding in half and cutting on an angle. Then you can attach this to the wreath by wrapping it around the wire frame and twist in place a few times to secure it really well. Then trim the ends, which I did later, but I don't show you that part. Step 6, add floral decorations. I used a couple of these large sunflowers. You can just pop them off the bouquet so they look like this. I added some leaves for greenery. And I just kept positioning things, kind of centering everything around the bow until I was happy with how it looked. Then you can hot glue everything in place. And you are all done. It's so cute. Here's what the wreath looks like with that long-tailed bow. And then I trimmed those tails shorter, which I think I like better. But what would you have done? Let me know in the comments. Thank you for watching. I hope you love your cheerful sunflower clothespin wreath, and I will see you next time.